Alright, it appears that we are live. Welcome to Dark Souls 3, The Second Journey. I am your host, Jake Muncy, game critic extraordinaire, writer for Wired.com, as well as a few other places occasionally. Let's play some Dark Souls. My outfit, in case you're wondering, is the Sellsword set, plus the Thief Mask. It has this cool dark look, and I'm wielding the Dark Blade, which fans may recognize as the weapon of the Dark Wraith Knights. It is beautiful and fun to use. So, last time I ended the stream dying to the boss of this area, Vort of the Boreal Valley. It was a crushing blow. Got within a hit or two from killing him, and got killed myself. That is so often the way in Dark Souls. You think you have triumph, think you're ready, and then it snatches victory away. You must be ever vigilant. Unlike this guy is the opposite of vigilant. Do not be this guy. Alright. So last time, when fighting this boss and getting utterly ruined at the very last minute, I was discussing the way that he punishes classic Dark Souls tactics, because he moves and acts in some ways like a very normal Dark Souls boss, in that he appears big, slow, lumbering, has a hammer, all those things. But then it turns out he's actually incredibly fast. And in the second stage of the fight, he rushes from side to side of the arena in such a way that you can't really get distance from him. And if you're not prepared for the movements, if you're thinking you're just going to be able to circle him, back away when you need to heal, and stay attached to his butt the whole time, you're not going to do well. You're going to get ruined in that second phase. So what you have to do is be prepared to move and roll with him, which is a refrain you're going to see a lot in bosses of this game, needing to move with them. I'm going to try to focus, so you won't have to watch this a bunch more times. Well, I haven't played this in a week, so might be rusty. Man, this is a good weapon. We'll see how everything goes. Okay. So far, stamina's not okay. Gotta watch your stamina, Jake. Alright. Here's where he starts the second phase. If I was in front of him, I could see his eyes turn bright blue. There they are. And he does that, and ooh. See, that's what happens if you don't roll through it. You get knocked around. This frost move isn't that bad. It's not hard to avoid. Roll through, and hit him right in the tank. Ooh. I would stay behind him to heal at this stage of the fight. The best is not have to heal, but, you know, we're not perfect here. Die, Vort, die. Alright, and that is Vort of the Boreal Valley. Soul of Boreal Valley Vort. Let's take a look at what his soul has to say. It'll be here. Soul of Vort of the Boreal Valley, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength. Used to acquire many souls, or transposed to extract its true strength. Sorry. Slight technical difficulties. User error. Vort served as an outrider knight, never far from the fleeting dancer. Well, we see Vort, don't know where the dancer is. Anyway, for our trouble, this door opens, and we get a bonfire. How many souls do we have? Not enough to level up, I don't think. So we'll just keep going. It says, peer over the cliff and hold up the banner. I like the way the camera zooms back here. That's a technique I think they first used in Bloodborne, a little bit in DLC. It's not terribly common, but sometimes they'll pull the perspective back to give you this just amazing panorama. Look at this. Read message, try jumping. Well, lots of people tried jumping here. Don't try jumping. So take a look at this. First, you've got this massive bridge. I talked earlier about my suspicion that the bridge doesn't actually go to the high wall and was never meant to, that the wall simply appeared in this bizarre way. In the distance, you see the cliffs, mountains, more mountains, and then you see, looks like a big cathedral there, and a tower, and another cathedral-looking building. Lots of birds circling this little town here. Then you see another large building, forests beneath, and there is the bridge and a wall. A small, low wall, not the high wall of Lothric. Wall that seems to surround this little area with 3 towers in it. We'll come back to some of this imagery later. Just wanted to show it off. Alright, let's raise the banner. Remember these guys? These dragony things exist in the first Dark Souls. They take you from Sin's Fortress up to Anor Londo at the very middle part of the game. Here, they take you down. That's one other thematic reflection, just to think about it as we go forward, is the way this journey, unlike the previous journeys, begin up and go down. Instead of climbing up to the tower on the up the towers, up to Sin's Fortress to the castle on the hill, we start on the castle on the hill and descend into the wilderness beneath. Here you can see those towers are on fire. You can see this broken wall here with another dead dragon wraith thing. And these guys, who you also saw in front of the cathedral. All gathered and collapsed here, dead. And of course a bonfire. What's it called? This is the... would not recommend try jumping. So yeah, it's been a week since the last stream. I want to do these more than once a week. My goal is to do these twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then upload them to YouTube on the evenings of those days. That is my goal. Parapet? Are these called parapets? And they're a large silver proud paladin. Would not recommend try jumping. So yeah, it's been a week since the last stream. I want to do these more than once a week. My goal is to do these twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then upload them to YouTube on the evenings of those days. That is my goal. We'll see if I reach that goal and how long I can stick to that. What's happening down here? That opens and these hollows who are crouching here get just super murdered by the weird fleshy hollow dogs. And why? You get the image of these hollows. Oh, hey. I didn't realize you had Andy. I was up here. You get the image of these hollows gathered at the doors of this place waiting for entrance, possibly. Beggars, penitents, something like that. And then, instead, this happens. And because everybody's hollow, this probably happens again and again and again. There's a switch here, or a lever here. Looks like they could have just closed the door. I guess you are the guy who released the dogs. I wonder if it's possible from this side to kill him to prevent that from happening. I don't know. I'm not sure if that scripted event happens more than once or not. let's go back and look over here. You can see a glimpse of another bonfire nearby, but we're not ready to go there yet. We got these carriages, perhaps where these hollows came out of. You can see little gaps and breaks. Maybe somebody crawled through. I don't know. You don't see any horses, which, okay. Don't know where they went. Probably don't want to know. More dogs. Gnawing at some alluring skulls. I'm looking for a description of these on stream, so I'm going to do that. A skull resplendent in the scent of souls, prepared by evangelists of the Cathedral of the Deep. Throw it to shatter, spreading souls which attract enemies, not effective for all foes. Most effective for hollows and things of that nature. Prepared by evangelists of the Cathedral of the Deep. Ally ahead? So these guys, the pilgrims from the opening, they have these big shells on their backs. Incense gathering at the high wall. Which makes me wonder if they had something to do with it appearing. With the bell ringing, with everything that's happened. If perhaps whatever they did, whatever they died for caused it somehow? I don't know. Really don't know.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
One of these guys is still alive.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Yol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Somewhere in that dialogue, he went from plaintive and scared to crafty. The way he says the word strike you. There's just a hint of opportunism there. Really great voice acting, but makes me not want to trust this guy. But what the hell?
Oh, I am honored, truly.
Yol of Londor.
I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Thanks, Yol. But I'd feel better if I could see your face. Give me just a sec to get something right quick. Alright, and we're back. Cool. Yol of Londor, the surviving pilgrim. He did not die as was ordained, meaning these all died on purpose. They were supposed to die. For some reason he did not. Strange, a little suspicious maybe. Alright, let's move on. We can see the birds, crows, ravens, vultures, circling this little town as we descend from the high wall of water. We see trees, we see people on pikes, we see cages, ruined huts. Now, if I didn't know better, I would say this is a vista from Bloodborne. Who is that up there? Hang on. First got a problem to take care of. I probably shouldn't turn my back on these guys. One fun trick is that, as you just saw, by rolling at the guy at the right time, I interrupted his attack. They have very low poise. They can't take much. That is somebody firing off arrows. Hello, friend. Or foe. We don't know yet. Sorry about that frame rate stutter if you saw it on stream. Got another bonfire here. Do all bloodstains look like that? That one looks kind of weird. A little... What does that mean? Yeah, that one's different. Huh. I have no idea why. Does that mean his souls are still there, or... I'm afraid it's some sort of terrible trick. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it be. So this looks a lot like a place from Bloodborne. It looks like Hemwick Charnel Lane in Bloodborne. Which raises a sort of question that a lot of people had coming into Dark Souls 3, which is, how much of the design of this game would be influenced by its immediate predecessor, Bloodborne, the sort of one-off PlayStation 4 game that's in the same mold as Dark Souls game, but features a lot of differences. It's faster. It is more brutal. Offense is emphasized over defense. Which is the question, you know. Hello. What of Dark Souls 3 will be taken from Bloodborne? And what of it will be... We'll just go back to classic Dark Souls ideas and ignore Bloodborne? Is Bloodborne going to become an important influence? Going to be sort of reincorporated into the Souls franchise? And I think the answer is a little, yeah. I mean, this place looks like an environment in Bloodborne, which Bloodborne was all about Victorian horror, and the sense of frontier horror, Victorian towns, Victorian cities, little towns around the frontiers of them. Very much the sort of thing Lovecraft will have been into, with more than a hint of Bram Stoker, and yeah, little European hamlets, things like that. Gothic details like, oh, I don't know, immolated bodies hanging from wooden rooftops, all of that's very Bloodborne, and it's here. In addition, I would say this is a faster Dark Souls than we used to have, than we had in the previous installments of the series. It's a bit more fluid, a bit more active. But we'll pause that talk to discuss what's actually happening in this place. So we've got all these corpses in a cage. They look like hollows, or like they used to be. This guy seen better days. Got a charcoal pine bundle that can add fire to your weapon. More of these little cages. Oh, we got more little friends wearing their strange top hat things. Look like they're fastened into these little hats. Dunce caps, kind of. Another one right here. An iron. More charcoal. Not incredibly tough, although it would have been tough if I had gone straight for the item. I would have triggered an ambush with them. We tried to avoid that. But what's happening in this place? It's called the Undead Settlement. There sure are a lot of undead. Doesn't seem all of them have been treated particularly well. Let's read what it says on that charcoal pine bundle. Small bundle of charcoal pine resin quickly applies fire to right-handed weapon. Does not last for long. Pretty cool. I don't see a strong use for that item in the main game, but I can see it having some decent application in PvP, switching things up now and then. Looks like I missed something. Yeah, there's a little door here that I didn't go through. Hey, bud. I got your number, pal. Item over here, we got repair powder. Can be used to repair our weapons on the go. And this corpse has an item. Loretta's bone. Also, we have a whole little congregation here, gathered around these barrels around that fire, where that enemy is hanging out. They look different. It looks like they're praying. There are bodies hanging in that tree. Lynched, I guess, or... You know, I really don't know when those guys were dead, but there's an item on that tree. That's new. Let's get it. The bad feeling this is going to aggro every single one of those guys. Okay, good. Very quickly before we get into this nasty fight, let's look at Loretta's bone. Old, discolored human bone with several holes bored into it. A woman's corpse in the Undead Settlement was found clutching this bone. Her name was Loretta. Loretta. Where have we heard that name before? Yeah, this is where we came. So I guess let's just start picking guys off. Okay, this should be fun. Okay, so that didn't go too bad. We got a worker hat. Probably heal. Apply some lightning. And fuck shit up. Dark Blade, by the way, is amazing. It has this really fast weapons that's wide reach. And oh dear. Ow. Okay. Whoa. Interesting to note, not many enemies in Dark Souls speak English, if they speak at all. Most do not talk. This lady has words to say. That's interesting. Raises the possibility that she is not, in fact, hollow. Undead, probably. Oh dear. Not hollow. Okay. That's a sound that the villagers in Bloodborne make. I'm pretty sure they just completely reused that sound effect. And, yep, that's the sound. Thanks for the illustration, bud. You're praying, and I don't even want to bother with you, man. We got an Estus shard, that's rad. We also got a worker's hat. Let's take a look at this nice hat we just got. I'm gonna empty this out sometime so you can just see the new stuff. Haven't done that yet, obviously. A worker hat. Did I not have one of these before? Interesting. Hat worn by inhabitants of the Undead Settlement. Official attire for the dissection and burial of undead. Naturally, the ceremonial significance of such work is long forgotten. Indeed, no one could continue to entertain such horrors. Let's put on a nice new hat. Okay, worker's hat. Oh yeah, that's sharp. That is sharp. I look like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. I like it. Okay, so the dissection and burial of the undead. So this place is where they send the undead, or the undead gather, and they're killed somehow. It's not clear how undead die. I don't know. But anyway, they're dissected and buried here. By whom? Or, I guess, their question is, whose will is it that they are dissected, and for what purpose? What is this creepy ceremonial significance? I don't know what just happened. Give me a sec. Okay, we're back. Something weird happened. Not important. Those I just got were throwing knives of some sort. Curved throwing knives, I believe. Let's take a look at them. Kukri. Small throwing knife, weapon originally used by swordsmen of Carthus, but now popular among bandits and thieves. Yeah, this is where those thieves originated from, that we talked about earlier. Nice little well. This place has seen better days. Probably. It could have just always been a hellhole. There's a big bridge here. Some folk. Somebody else. Oh, hey! I knew there's somebody else around here. Alright. These are very basic, easy to kill enemies. The strategy seems to be overwhelming with the numbers and surprise configurations more than challenge you with enemy design. Though that person in the big outfit was pretty scary. Oh fuck. Balls. Okay, everything's fine, nothing's wrong. Come here. Haha. Damn, they do a lot of damage. Holy shit. And they're fast. No! Okay, alright. Not really so fast as they were. That is a lot of health. I'm impressed. Okay. Sheesh. Alright, fuck you guys. They're called thralls, by the way. Those little guys. And they're fucking bullshit. There's a little hole in the floor. Just down in the little hole world. Hey there, Mr. Red Eyes. Oh. I think I revealed a secret I wasn't supposed to know yet. These guys are not dead. Or they're not permanently dead. When this happened to me the first time, I just shouted out loud, I knew it. Because these guys look like things that in a Souls game that would want to kill you. Because they're freaky, they're unpredictable, and they look like they're not alive. Which is a good reason to suspect that they probably are. You worry up? I was just up. What's happened up? Okay. Ooh. Not pleasant stuff here. Let's see. Does not open from this side. Okay. These ones aren't alive. That's good to know. I am here. Got it. Large soul again. Look, these things are just creepy. We have more charcoal, this time full resin, to apply fire to your weapon. Keep missing with that move. That's where they store bodies. These must be what they do with undead. They wrap them up and they burn them after they've cut them open, I guess. Let's... That takes us back out here. Okay. Hole in the floor that we fell into totally on purpose. Hope nothing here. And then this, which is Estus soup, which is new. I don't know what it is. Seems to be something made with Estus, like our flasks, and it provides a healing just like one. It's interesting. Okay, we can move through this little area again. I like the way the light peeks out of these windows. The lighting in Dark Souls 3 is fabulous. Just fabulous. Rolling required ahead. Try right. Yes. I'll try right. Interesting. Okay. I am down here. We got Soul of an Intrepid Hero. Even more impressive. This guy's intrepid. Okay. Bug. Not great. What's in here? Nothing. Interesting. Feels like there should be something in here. Is there an illusory wall? Okay. Got it. Okay, there's... The lady with the freaking dark magic. And there's an ambush. Oh, that's an ambush, alright. Okay. Some really unnerving laughter. I know there's a ladder around here somewhere to get up to her. Ugh. That attack causes bleeding, which is not... It's not welcome, and I don't appreciate it. Another little hidden item, a Titanite shard, that's nice. Upgrade materials. Fuck you and fuck your hammer. Not interested. Okay. Here's the ladder. Full health, good. This is going pretty well. Better than expected. Whoa. Got a book and a big thing. It's a terrible place to fight. The camera is not cooperating.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse. Is that what she said? Ugh. Okay, not important right now. Okay, well, that went splendidly. They're not nice people, these ladies. Okay. So, we want to try that again, I think. But first, there are a couple things to do in Firelink Shrine. Let's go do them. What the fuck was that? I don't know what that sound was. Not a fan. Not a fan. We have fun on this stream. Okay. Hey. Hey, everybody.
Welcome, speak.
She have anything new to say? Nope. Okay. Well, Mr. Hawkwood, our sad guy, the crestfallen warrior of this game. Oh, that's Shriek engraving. Not here. We talked to this guy, right?
Unkindled, are we?
Maybe not.
And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Then these red eyes are for you.
Cracked red eye
Use them
orbs.
to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
Always with a creepy laugh. He's wearing this mask and a little tri-corner hat. Again, looks like a dude out of Bloodborne. Seems like not a super nice guy. Let's look at these cracked red eye orbs he's got. He gave us. Defeat the hosts of embers of the world you have invaded, gain the strength of fire. The cracked red eye orb is far from perfect, it seems, as Ring Finger Leonhard knows all too well. Ring Finger Leonhard, huh? Seems like a real nice dude. So there's Mr. Small Guy, Lubith.
My feet are here firmly planted.
Is that like a joke? I'm not convinced you have
This
legs.
is my throne.
Cool.
Listen, this might pique thine interest.
Okay.
Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corlin's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenest upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
Now, do not be away over long.
Transposing kiln. Kilns are used for fires. Always with the fires in this game. Okay. Don't have anything for her, I don't think, or for Mr. Though I wonder.
Just good, wasn't he?
Hey. Can't reinforce further,
Brother, you be
so those
careful.
Estus shards I have are just kind of useless. Now let's talk to our friend Mr. Thief.
Oh, hello, you're back.
Yes.
And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part.
He's dressed
Whatever
like
trinket
the
you
thralls.
need, speak up.
That's interesting. I guess that's what
Just don't ask me where I got them.
the thieves in the Undead Settlement look like. He's got a few things. I don't have any money, but I do have something else.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose. You can keep the ring as goodbye. Oh, this place is up.
What I like about the NPC quests in this game is they're vulnerable in an interesting way. Like, this dude lost somebody. Maybe he loved her. Maybe he wanted to kill her for some reason. But either way, when you tell him, he's devastated. Heavens, she was already dead. There's just this sense of ongoing rolling tragedy in this world, and the NPCs are used to reinforce it in an interesting way. You don't deserve this. Who are you?
Oh, our champion of Ash. Welcome.
I was kind of clipping under your head there. Sorry, dude.
This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame.
The debt and death.
And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service.
I guess he means Firelink Shrine?
I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Does that mean loyal? Draw out true strength. Yes, he sells some things. Magic.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of Vinheim. But I can teach you what I know. Perhaps, more importantly, I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the dark sign possess something quite special.
Draw
Then
out
shall
true
we
strength.
begin? Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
Bearer of the Curse is what you were called in Dark Souls 2. Who lets me level up without any souls for free. Let's throw it into luck, I guess.
As I have said, alas, but I weep that the... Be safe, champion of Ash.
Let me show you something. There's something new in my inventory now. The Dark Sigil. A black, gaping hole in the flesh that resembles the brand of an undead. The darkness of humanity seeps from this bottomless pitch-black hole, the gap filled by the accumulation of the curse. The Dark Sigil will never heal, but there is a tale told of a firekeeper who returned from the abyss and brought great comfort to a bearer of the curse. A black gaping hole in the flesh that resembles the brand of an undead. That is what Yol just gave me when he granted me power. He inflicted me with a dark sigil. It's not clear why. What he gains from that. What it actually means. It accumulates curse. Sacred flame. And we return to the Undead Settlement to try again. You can hear the arrows of Mr. Archer up there. Mr. Sterling Archer. No, not that Archer. I don't know what the hell even accent that's supposed to be. Impressions aren't my thing. Let's keep those off the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Try to get those back. More tree head guys. What even happened to you? Are those your limbs? I don't know. I also don't know what's making that noise, and I really, really wish. So, fun facts. I live in an apartment complex, and the apartment right next door is currently empty and they're showing it. I just see some people walking up the stairs now. Take a look. So if you hear any background noise, I'm sorry about that. That's going to be what that is. Hopefully they won't be too loud. Window's not open or anything, but the walls aren't incredibly thick, so we'll see what happens there. She's going to drop down. Sorry, Loretta. Just to be on the safe side. Yeesh. Everything hits pretty hard in New Game Plus. I guess that's the idea, huh? Worker gloves. Let's get these guys next. There's iron back here I missed. Now it's probably not the best time to get it, but another soul item. I wonder if those are replacing one of a kind items that they don't want you to get, or if they're replacing just old soul items. So he's not walking very well. I think that's a glitch that From Software has yet to fix. I'd really rather not, lady. Thanks for the offer, though. You can get it back. Yeah, okay. Okay, you ain't so tough, lady. Your freaky robes and your Bible? She definitely seems like some sort of itinerant street preacher, leading these people in worship of whatever's up there. And she seems interested in the curse and being undead. Maybe whoever she works for, they're the ones who do the whole, treatment and dissection of the undead. It even has something to do with that dark sigil I just got. Who can really say? Is there anything in there? I don't think so. Nobody I need to worry about. Oh, that's a wall. Guess there was something in there I need to check out. This is a really big, complicated area, as you're going to see. It branches and sprawls in a lot of interesting ways. It can be hard to keep up with it, actually. That's one other nod I think this game takes from Bloodborne, is that the actual design of the world is pretty spread out, but each individual level is large and intricate in ways that they weren't necessarily in the past. Like, the Undead Settlement is a place that doubles back and loops onto itself, as we're beginning to see. But right now, really, we're just moving through early parts of the place and killing bad guys. We're, like, Harpy. I don't think I ever got that before. Let's check it out. If I can find it. Again, if I can find it. Can I sort them somehow? I believe. Do you believe? Because I believe. We're gonna find this item. It's gonna be beautiful. Everybody's gonna love it. Gonna be just super cool. Could it be a straight sword? Yeah, there it is, the Harpy. This large sickle-shaped body, used for severing corpses, is a worker's tool for the Undead Settlement. The sharp edge is on the inside of the weapon, itself designed for cutting and pulling, thus allowing for good damage against shielded foes. So the Undead Settlement, what the workers do here is they process, dissect, and deal with corpses of various sorts. These guys have better upfront defense than they do thrusting defense. So the best way to deal with them is to use thrusting attacks. Just FYI. We went that way. Nothing in there. Hey, buddy. Ambush here. Angry guy. Little frothy fighting. Okay, alright. Doing well. Playing feud. Playing feud. Okay. Oh, he dropped something. What did he give me? Titanite charge. Ooh, ouch. Momo, yeah, I've ordered that. Let's see, let's not take any chances here. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. There goes all those souls. She seems very pleased with herself, which does not make me any less uneasy about this whole thing. Okay. You know what I think? I think let's go a different way. I'm gonna let that lady be for a while. Me and her can just have an accord. I don't fuck with her, she don't fuck with me. It'll be great. Let's see what else there is to find. Rubbish. That's great. Let's look at the workers' gloves we got, actually. Curious. Don't think they say anything we don't already know, but we can find out. Official attire for the dissection and burial of undead. The dissection is what intrigues me here. So you hear those bugs buzzing over the corpses. Ugh, gruesome. This place is very turn of the 20th century frontier horror going on. Very bloodborne. Why are they dissecting the corpses? Science isn't something that's really ever talked about much in Dark Souls. I mean, in the sort of proto-medieval setting they've got working, science, inquiry really isn't a common concern. So the mention of dissection is intriguing here. It's not a normal thing Dark Souls would normally really want to talk about. Which I guess marks a change in this game. And also, again, I would say marks a debt to Bloodborne here. This entire area owes a large debt to Bloodborne's environmental design and aesthetic influences. And I think that also sort of that hint, just that tiny hint of something modern is, I think, something that this game owes strongly to Bloodborne. That's right, you don't. Don't even try it, bud. Okay. Two paths here. Forward, right, let's go. A couple things to see over here that are pretty fun. Like, for instance, ambushes! Don't we love ambushes over here? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. The item is a lure. That's a very insidious and clever thing these games do a lot. They use items as lures to pull you into ambush. You know, really don't appreciate your blow dart bullshit. Fading Soul, so a crappy item. So it's deliberate. That's actually really clever. That makes me laugh, especially because in New Game Plus, most of the soul items have been replaced with good soul items with much nicer ones. So Fading Soul, that's a joke, ladies and gentlemen. That is a funny joke. It's an ambush for a crappy item. These guys set that ambush up to try and kill me, purposefully, intelligently. I like that. That's funny. Thrall hood. Maybe we can wear that. That might be fun. Hood used to cover the head of lesser folk who were set to work as slaves throughout Lothric, also occasionally used to shame and humiliate criminals. Oh, I look just fabulous. Get an item here. Homeward bones. That's useful. Some stuff down there that I want to check out. But before we do, there's one more asshole and giving me hell. Hope I can get back up there. This may be a mistake. Okay, no, we can get back up. Good. This little area here. Plank shield. This guy, who you can talk to?
Another Nana disappeared. Sir Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
What? What did you just say to me?
Another Nana disappeared.
Okay.
Sir Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you frighten me. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Didn't get that guy on my first playthrough. That's new to me as it is to you. Nan's never coming back. Shade. Dude seems crazy. But one interesting thing to pull from that is that, you know, not all undead are hollows. But it gets put in the freaking cage anyway. So our undead are rounded up and brought here and really terrible things happen to them. That's awful. But also pretty plausible. Let's see what's happening over here. This guy seems a little bit friendly. No swamp. But examine his cage. Nana's gone away, so grandson carries a cage. Get into the cage and become Nana's shade. Okay then. We'll do it. Let's get into the motherfucking cage. Lovely place. Just lovely. I like the just utter abject silence. Whoa, God. Ugh. Lots of hollows here and lots of cages. A whole mound of hollows. Some sort of freaky mass grave at the base of a giant tree, and in the bottom of a very large pit. So pleasant. An item here we have the War God wooden shield. The bizarre pattern featured on the shield is the mark of a mad god, revered as a god of war in the remote regions. One thing I want to notice about this outfit right quick is you see a faded seal on the back of it. Might talk more about that when I actually pick up this armor in the game, as opposed to wearing the version from the last game I got, but you can see just the age on it. Something that used to be there but has gone away. Vision of love. Hey!
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow. posing as otherwise?
I'm to feel I say no.
No, no. Of course you're not. That's what you mad fools always say. But we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so.
Okay.
Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
Covenant.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
Okay.
You'll go mad. Take my advice. Use this.
So,
This pit is for hollows. You've better think.
piling up victims. Pray at the sacrificial altar. Offer vertebra shackle. Don't have any. Okay, so crazy guy. Altar. Victims. Great. Let's see. Covenant item. The mound makers. A malformed vertebra found by the mad, with a queer symbol on its inside, proof of the shackles of the gods. Equip to pledge oneself to the mound maker's covenant. The mound makers wish openly, wish only to add to their mounds, becoming mad spirits whether summoned as cooperators or invaders. They are blithe to those around them, for in their minds any kill might lead to another shackle. That's freaky. Might play around with that later. In the meantime, I think I like this guy's advice. Let's get the hell out of here. And with that, I think that will be the end of this episode of the second journey. I thank you all for joining me. Thanks to this guy for showing up, hanging out. Let's rest. See y'all next time.